Welcome back to the third video of comprehensive guide on business banking in UAE. We will be talking about gathering, organizing and managing of your documentation. As there is a lot of documentation which often confuses business owners and investors, so it is very important to understand this video. All the investors have most of the documents which are required for the banks, then still they get rejected for their bank account application. The reason only is that there is not fully proper preparation and organization of the documents. We have talked about this in one of our earlier videos as well, which is 7 reasons of your bank account application rejections. So one of the reasons was this, that the documentations were not submitted properly. So the documents required for opening your business account starts with trade license. Now, depending whether you are mainland or a free zone company, the trade license might look different, but you have to make sure that you are providing all the pages of your trade license to avoid back and forth of documentation. For an example, a sole establishment company in mainland will have a trade license and local service agreement. On the other hand, if you are a limited liability company in mainland, you will have trade license, partners page, commercial register, as well as memorandum. So you have to make sure that you understand what all documents are there in terms of establishment of your company, and you have to provide all those to the bank. So trade license is the first thing. If you're a limited liability company, then there is a memorandum as well. But if you're a sole establishment company, then there will be a local service agreement. The memorandum in case of limited liability company, which means you have more than one partner, it should clearly mention the banking powers belongs to which person. It is very much possible that even if the shareholders, out of the 2 or 3 shareholders, the lowest shareholders, which is maybe 1%, 10% or any percentage, can also have the banking powers. So when you are creating the memorandum, you have to make sure that you are writing the banking powers going to a specific person. Otherwise, when you are signing for the bank account application, this can create problems that who exactly is the signatory for the bank account. In case you have missed that in terms of writing the signatory powers, then there is a solution for that by creating a board of resolution, which is accepted by some of the banks, not all the banks. So take precaution, keep the powers in the memorandum itself. Now the trade license is done, memorandum is done. Then we can talk about power of attorney. In some of the cases, the signatory is not available in the country, or he is willing to give his signatory powers to some of the POA holders. In that case, you have to provide that POA from Dubai court to the bank, which will be subject to legal approval that that particular POA holder can be added as a signatory to your bank account. Coming to the next document, source of fund. So you need to provide bank with 6 months of bank statement. Make sure that it is recent bank statement. Often in some cases, business owners are providing old statements, which is not accepted. Only recent bank statement for 6 months till date is accepted by the bank as a source of fund. Supportive documents with the bank statement as source of fund are invoices, debit and credit. So you need to provide banks some of the invoices as per your bank statement supporting your source of fund. The next one is office tenancy contract. So this is a proof of physical existence of the company, in which bank is asking you for a tenancy or a ijari copy to ascertain your physical location. Make sure this tenancy contract is under the same name of your trade license. It is not expired or old dated. In case the company is virtually operating, you can provide with your residence utility bill, which can be considered as your operation. If you are maintaining a physical office, the bank requires office pictures, which is the office name board picture and some of the pictures of inside the office showing that the office is well operational. Then the identity documents of shareholders are required, which is passport copy, which should be valid for next 6 months. Visa copy in case the shareholder is resident. If the shareholder is non-resident, then the visa copy is not required. Emirates ID of all shareholders and the local sponsor passport copy and Emirates ID. In case your company is not having a local sponsor, then it is not required to provide that. After all these basic documentation of first constitutional documents, which is trade license and MOA, identification documents, which is passport, visa, Emirates ID, source of fund, which was your bank statement and invoices. Now it is about the experience of the shareholders and the company. So in this case, you have to provide CV, resume of the shareholders, which will show the experience and the background of the shareholders. For the company, they have to provide business plan or a company profile which shows the background and the experience of the company. In case this is a new company, then it can provide a business plan only. In case if you are providing documents from your home country, it has to be well attested or can be verified online. Let's suppose being a non-resident, you are providing some electricity bill or you are providing any degree, it has to be attested from the External Affairs Authority of your country and your embassy. Important thing to note here is that if your company is owned by a different corporate shareholder, that means if your current company is owned by some other entity, a corporate entity, then you need to provide the documents for that particular company as well. In case that company is outside the UAE, then you need to provide attested documents for that company from the home country. So with this, we will end our video about documentation process of bank account opening in UAE. If you have any queries, any questions, or if you want us to cover any other topic related to this video, do post that in our comment box. Stay tuned for our next video, which is eligibility check as per your business type, license and nationality. This is going to be very exciting and by far the most important video as well.